Hi, I'm Bhuvan from Wabbithire, and I will be your AI tutor for this AI Masterclass. So don't forget to subscribe. And for all the Wabbithire members over there, you will be getting an AI Master certification upon completion of all the assignments submitted for the video. And this class is absolutely free for everyone. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If we get 1,000 likes for this video, we'll be uploading the next video. If not, it will be only members only video. So don't forget. So let's keep the momentum going. Hello, welcome. And whenever people say about AI, you think of ChatGPT and using ChatGPT for writing your emails or making that captions for your Instagram post or a LinkedIn post. AI is much more than that. Let me show you. AI is a practice. You should inhibit AI into your day to day life. How do you do that? There are diverse applications to do that. For the text purposes, you can use ChatGPT and multiple tools like that. For images, you can use Midjourney. For video, you can use NotebookLM. And there are multiple ways. And everyone thinks, what is this generative AI, machine learning, and deep learning? Let me explain you what the difference between all of them. Generative AI, whenever everyone say it is generative AI, and you also see ChatGPT generating the response. At the end of the day, ChatGPT doesn't generate the response. It predicts your word based upon your query you have given to the ChatGPT. See, how do you this all these neural networks work is you give your query and your query will be going into this big loop of network and it will predict the best word based upon the query you have given. So you'll be getting your query with the next best word based upon that. And the best predicted word with your query again will be going into the loop and you'll be seeing the answer for your query. And this is how you will see the streaming response in your chat GPT. And coming to machine learning and deep learning, these are some technical terms. We'll talk later on this course. Why learning AI matters now more than ever? It's because AI is just now a FOMO. It's not FOMO. You should spark curiosity for that, not a FOMO. So, for that building curiosity, once you explore the major AI tools, you will start getting that curiosity. So, let's start that one by one. Today, I have explained you what is AI. Now we'll see live demos and we'll also see the big picture and the opportunity with AIs. Let's start with the common thing called perplexity. Okay, let's take a use case for this. For suppose you want to go to Chardham Yatra. How do you plan for that? In Google, you'll just go and say Chardham Yatra registration. Okay, you look for this and see there are multiple things which you don't understand where to apply, what to apply. So, for suppose if you go to Perplexity and ask the same thing, the results will be much better. See here. Yeah, I have Perplexity Pro, but even if you have a free subscription also, this will work. You can see here Chardham Yatra by helicopter and everything. So it is explaining you how many typical days you will need for this Chardham Yatra, what will be the starting point, what will be the destinations, VIP darshans, and all of this. So you can see it clearly planned all the itinerary within word without even saying any word. You can see it even giving you the price range, how much it can go in your budget, what's included, and what's your booking availability. It even give you the links for that also. Can you have VIP darshan? What's this is the difference between a basic Google search and a Perplexity result. So start using Perplexity in your day-to-day life. So Perplexity is one thing, and here there is okay. Perplexity's lab is little too much. We'll just go with Perplexity research, and even you can get this Perplexity research, but this will be limited. Check it out. See, once I have given the review, what I thought is how to go for this Chardham Yatra, registration flow, what will the best reviews and which package to go. So without even taking any tension of mine, it is going into internet and searching thoroughly. You can see here. It will take some time. Let's go to another tool of ours, Gamma, and that is the what I am using it and presenting it. So let me present you what is Gamma. There's this thing called Gamma where you can create the whole presentation with a single prompt. Let me show you. Okay, here I'll be mentioning how many cards I want, and I will say uh, make a presentation on what you will say. Let's say make a presentation on AI. Let's see. I've just given a 5 word prompt, and you can see it generated me the whole outline. What should be it? Even I can edit here what I can want in my outline. It is showing demystifying AI, past, present, and future. A brief history of AI. How did it start? Or how it's proceeding right now? AI in action. Everything. Once I click generate, you can see what happens next. It is creating an whole presentation. See, and the UI is awesome. You need to check this out. Let me show you how this is being. It even created images with its own. I haven't given any images, but it created relevant images. It uses Flux model for this. See, history of AI, how did it started? And you can see the animation, and you can see the way it presented. It's crazy good. You can see in which sectors in the AI being presented, what are the key concepts, what is the impact of AI, and what is the predictions. Oh god, $13 trillion by 2013 AI. Can you believe that? And PW's forecast is much more than that. You can't ignore AI. The ethical consideration of AI, what are the issues and all of that, the trends, opportunities, and challenges. And I built all of this presentation in just 30 seconds, and my input was only 5 words. Let me show you. Here you can see the research what it has done. It is showing a registration process. What will be for the Chardham Yatra? For this, first you need to do a mandatory biometric registration. It is also giving the registration portal over here. You can see what is the process. If you are an offline, how to do this? What are the top rated helicopter operators over there? And what are the safety regulatory updates? What is the cost? And what is the conclusion? For which operators I should be going? This is crazy good. And I think you have heard about this agent seeing a computer being taken over and it is doing a research on its own. So let me show you on live about it. It is called Manus.im. What does it do? Let me show you. Okay, Manus. Okay, I want to buy a phone under 30K and camera centric phone. So rather than doing research upon me, let me show you how does an agent do for that. I'll just mention what I'm thinking. And this is just a sample input. You can check this out. What does Manus do? It creates an agent and it has its own browser and looks for this. I'll show you how this will work. You can see Manus is working, and here if I click, Manus is having a computer. Wait, Manus computer is a little inactive. Let's wait. Currently you can see it is making a flow, also task flow, where it is mentioned research center, smartphone market, analyze camera centric phone, compile recommendations report, and deliver recommendation. This is the task it has been using it. Wait, task progress. It is being happening. Let's wait for a bit. You can see what is it doing. It used search and just clicked basic thing, and you can see it is going to each website on live. This is live. You can see this. Crazy. Let's keep it over there and let me show you the next tool. There is this thing called Runway ML, where they create crazy videos. See this? You can create your whole. See this? And this is all AI generated. Okay, let's log in. Initially, Runway ML gives you some credits and you can use that. You see, God, oh God, see that image and videos. Okay. I am not using much of a style, but you can see what kind of styles are present over here. Currently, I don't have any references or scenes to show for it. Uh, if it does want, okay, let's take this and mention a man on horse walking through Indian markets. Let's see how this does create. I'm giving very vague and simple prompts. I'll explain you prompts later part of this course. Let's see what it has finalized. You can see it made some progress. It has finalized Poco X7 Pro, Realme P3, iQOO Neo 10R, Oppo F29 Pro, OnePlus Nord 4. I think these are good phones. You can see it is completely going through 50 MP, seeing good camera and battery. It's making sure everything is good. It currently compiled report and let's see what does it recommend. Back to runway. Let's wait. That's good. Even you can make a video out of it instantly. You can you say it's this and say animate this like the horse is moving through the market. Okay, let's create. This will be fun. Once you see all of these tools, make sure you try each and every tool I show you. It will be really amazing. See, it's being generating it. Yes, see this. Voila, here you go. A clip for your short film. A zero budget. Crazy times. It is still compiling the final report. Let's go to the next part. You know, there is a better way to see content. For suppose you're making a research and you see lots of PDFs. So ChatGPT doesn't allow you to use more than 2 to 3 PDFs. If you have large number of PDFs, you can use NotebookLM. Let me show you. For suppose I have a YouTube. Okay, let's take this famous podcast of Vijay Mallya.
Amounts to siphoning or
And it is almost 4 or 18 minutes. Who does see that? Okay, I will take this YouTube clip and I will go to here in NotebookLM and I will say it's a YouTube video and I would ask it to make it insert. Okay, I would say summarize this podcast podcast. What was really new information mentioned in this podcast? Let's click this. It is going through all the podcast transcription, getting it, and it is summarizing the whole podcast. It is saying the podcast delves into my life story. It is aiming to provide his side of the story after 9 years of media silence. He was mentioning about his early career. He describes himself as a normal and strict childhood, refuting claims of being spoiled or driving fancy car to college. His father, Dune School alumnus, instilled high expectation, warning him, if you're not good enough, you're not stepping into my shoe, emphasizing his education as the only last inheritance. So, God. His entrepreneurial approach, what is his journey, acquisition, what is his public image, the Kingfisher Airlines story, the loan default, and all the legal battle. And the new information he mentioning is something strict upbringing, which we don't know. Pioneering surrogate advertising, first multinational, and you have to see flamboyance. It's crazy good. And there's other thing here. Whichever video or whichever article you keep this, you can make a podcast. Generating this podcast will be making a podcast of a podcast. Here you can see, just say it will make a podcast of two people making a conversation of the article or the video of all your discovery you're making. Here I will also add one more thing. Vijay Malya case. Okay, I'll just say this, and it will kind of make a Google search and get all the sources, and from the sources you can select whichever sources you want. Okay, I say, okay, here is a detailed study too on that. So I will just import everything. So okay, let it import. Here you can see how many articles I am giving it as a reference. No AI handles this well of this long context. Invalid URL, it seems like that. Okay, up until जितना भी URLs है, जितना भी information है, let's make a podcast out of it. Generate. It may take a few time, but it will create a good podcast about all the articles and all the information you have given. This is for someone who is impatient like me. Yeah, guys. Wow. And the final recommendation. Let's see. Oh, it made a PDF. Crazy good. Oh, nice. It wants to provide. Okay. Allow. Let's allow it. Task completed. 9:56 itself. It's faster. Okay. It is mentioning this report provides detailed analysis, key findings. It's saying Poco X7 Pro is one of the good phone. Okay. Realme P3, IQ Neo 10R, as we have seen before. But the recommendations, it is saying for best all over camera and battery experience, it's Poco X7 Pro. Is that true? You need to say. Even I don't know. Uh, Neo strong camera performance. It is saying IQ Neo 10R is good. but all over conclusion, it is saying Poco X7 Pro and Neo 10 are emerges the strongest recommendations. The edge for Neo 10R is faster charging and large battery. It has 6400 mAh of battery, and with 80 watts fast charging. Both of them same, but it has larger battery. So it's a trade-off. IQ or Poco X7 Pro. It also has large battery, 6550. Not a fan of MI. It's at the end of the end, it's a decision to make. So you need to see this. This is called flux.context and it is crazy. Here it is. Let me show you a sample how much good it is. Okay, first suppose let me take a LinkedIn. I'll go to my LinkedIn. I'll just take my profile picture. Okay, copy image. I'll come here. Okay, then let me save this, save image as downloads, and let me upload this. Downloads. Yeah, I have the profile picture over here. Okay, I will say uh, make him taking samosa on Indian streets. Okay, given the example, I'd say generate. Okay, let's log in. Let's start it. Another verification. Let's wait. It tried. It tried really good. What if I say make him make a professional headshot where he is in suit, black suit. I like black. Let's see. But you can see, I will show you the difference between this and ChatGPT. Even I have ChatGPT. I will show you how it will make this. Okay, I'll add photos. I would say and tools, create an image. Okay. I'll show you the difference between the ChatGPT output and this special tool. Yeah, it's good, but the suit didn't suit over here. And keep background. What will we say? Let's keep it and say suitable. Okay. I would say again, it will ask the verification. Okay. Let me show you the chat GPT image. Oh, and it created an whole podcast. You can see.
Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, let's unpack this. We've got quite a collection of sources here.
How realistic is this? From next time, whichever articles or knowledge you want to get the information about, get it over here in NotebookLM and make a podcast. It's crazy good. Let's see. You can see how bad the ChatGPT has this character consistency. It changed my face. It changed everything. Only the costume is correct. But this model, you can see, it's much better seeing this and this. I would say not black suit. Somehow it isn't fitting. He's in a suit. Okay. Let's process it. But you can see how good this flux.1 context pro model is keeping the consistency. I really like this. It didn't make the samosa quite well, but see this and this. See the difference. And everyone had this issue with Ghibli. Oh, see, this made a suit image of this. It's good. It's good. And last but not least, there is this thing called Eleven Labs where you can create speech just out of text. Where you can even synthesize your voice and it will create a whole another voice. Here, let me show you. Okay, I would say. Okay, here there's an example for this. Okay.
In a quiet village where the sky brushes the fields in hues of gold, young Mia discovered a map leading to forgotten treasures. Little did she know, her cat Whiskers had...
See, your audiobook industry is completely here. It is just a text away. I think just now it destroyed so many people's life. I think this used to be one people's work where the person goes into internet and checks all about the uh, phones and all of that, and then he makes a recommendation. It's a researcher's work. It has taken it. And you can say this is kind of junior Photoshop engineer, or I don't know, a junior designer or someone who designs. His job is gone. And here, and voice narrator's job is gone. Here it is completely, I can say, mini consultant. What do they do? These presentations. That's it for today. Let's carry on this next day. I think we have covered all of this. That's it for this video. Let's see what we can do with prompting in the next session.